What is up? Now this is something I've been excited for. I Love You, Colonel Sanders Let's Play. Welcome. Shake my hand. Really? Alright. Let's get to the game. What's my name? Well, I'm a chef. Chef Breezy. Looks like a chicken. Am I supposed to do something here?
You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment.
So I'm a student here. Is that K-pop? Is that my favorite BTS band? Gotta get in bed. Thank you. Smack that clock up and at him. Head in the game. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. I think I'll daydream a bit, because the ladies say I'm a dreamer. It's here finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. I love BTS. Yikes, you're in such a hurry. In fact, you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School. Academy for Learning. Oh, that's the one part. Here comes your lifelong best friend, forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you ever met, and you absolutely love her for okay.
Good morning, Chef Breezy. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
Actually, I'm...
Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous.
What's the...
It's just that. This morning I made breakfast for myself, but well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail?
Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents. She's always held her health in her... Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents. She's always... Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standard.
Yeah,
Oh, that's me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Ever since we were little babies, playing together, you rescued me from that quicksand box. It's been very clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. That's not what I'd say. That's not what I would... What is...
but with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semester, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up.
Grow up. Sweet girl Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth, practicing on a mannequin. Alright. Do you have any more options? Is it?
Don't gossip, it's a sin.
Remember last week when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read?
Hmm.
Make that sound, please. Only with the mask and no, blah blah spooky blah blah. Blah 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 blah.
I waited so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own.
And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. I'm not playing this.
You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself?
I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted by someone smacks your book and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground.
Hey!
My queen. My queen. My queen. Hello, Ashley.
Ow, I didn't see you there, chicken shins! You leave, chef!
Wait, is this the... I have to establish voices for these characters, or that's how it's done? Is that all the cool Let's Plays do it? Why?
You leave Jeff Breezy's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins.
You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact it's actually Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Imagine wearing a shirt like that in public. If anyone really knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are toe tight. You can see him casually working on his weird, swirly styles his hair. No lie, the rockin' glutes.
Van!
Absolutely awful, all of you. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Oh, sorry, I needed the voice, guys.
Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us.
The first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Please don't make that sound.
See ya later, losers.
Baby! As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against his window. Please don't make that sound. Why? Can't take this. Can't take this. That would have to be mirrored. You can't just pop upside down.
Is it just me, or is he kinda cute?
Women. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before falling into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. There's a dog. Why is there a dog? It's a corgi, I think. Oh, it's the teacher. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL.
Woof.
What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining.
Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
Wow, I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then...
He walks in.
You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student with his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still.
It's him. It's
If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone's looking at you. And you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats-a-lot.
Aha!
Maybe we should open up the window back there before our faucet spits melts into a puddle and evaporates immediately.
Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Chef Breezy sweats, it's not all gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Ugh. I don't know if I can handle this one, guys. Colonel Sanders, the beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom sure gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. Oh. That Herculean physique. Oh. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you? About how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? I'll take it, homie. It's so beautiful. And you hesitate to press it on your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has this natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Sporks. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi, students. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really missed. Do you recognize me? This is the third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? I'm... The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. I'm listening to a corgi, bro. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. But I thought we didn't know him. Fix your plot. You decide to try and butter him up by giving you a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Ah, yes, I have these in my pocket. Beef treat. Always be. No, it's a chicken game. You reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, 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 I think there might be some competition for our new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of wormy doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but you pay them no mind. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying around a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take a seat. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Chef Breezy, there's still a seat here. It seems no one has claimed the seat next to me. If you're interested. Two good options, but which will you choose? It's about Colonel Sanders. I don't want to abandon, someone It's kind of cheap, Gotta keep it real. Do with best friend. You take your seat next to Miriam. I'm glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. And I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. You know it. Don't pretend you don't. Don't pretend Colonel Sanders doesn't arouse you. If you think about this, this is based on a real person. He died like years ago. Using internet. How would Colonel Sanders react if he saw this? You ever think about that? Probably well, because this is going to turn them a profit. You'd probably be proud. I know I am. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz.
Yay, a quiz about me.
This is incredibly important and surprising short quiz will tell me if you are ready for a life of culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If a train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. That's right. Forest is to tree as chikn is to feather. That's right. I am a master at this. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry to flex on you. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? I heard them mention spork. It's gonna be spork. That's right. I hate sporks. Why would you say that? What food is best for a broken heart? I want to say camel meat. You ever had camel meat? It tastes like beef, but quite a bit more gamey. I had camel meat. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie. This is probably the best one, because remember, guys, you're on a test. It's always the longest answer. Almost every time. That's right. See? See? Is Sprinkle's a good boy? See, the longest answer. See, there we go. Perfect score. Perfect score. Let's go. Let's go. Get on my level. Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Better be. I know we just met, but I have to what kind of accent does Colonel Sanders have? I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. It's gonna get angry at me. This is not an accurate Colonel Sanders accent. Where is he born? The state above Kentucky, which is Tennessee. Hot diggy, Chef Breezy, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. See? Get on my level. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. I can't go forward anymore. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. You smell that? It must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention?
Think about the lunch?
I don't like these characters. No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, how you was? It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But I... Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said, shh. In honor of my niche master, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
Aha!
That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders with a large bucket above his head, with contents glimmering in the light. I do that. Piled high are a huge piece of chicken, bread and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to growl, grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the balance of flavor. Perfect balance. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that.
What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude?
God, not my dude, nah. I'm that thing that last year in Texas in case one of those ingredients is poison.
Got him!
He's looking around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wish to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up. But she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Your diary to say I smell something beautiful. And I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Thought. You see her body language changes from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Thought.
Oh, please.
Well, man, if you don't want any, well, I'll take his.
Well, hold on. I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's
amazing.
That's what the game's all about. This is what it's all about. You don't even know. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Oh. Along with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. What do? What do I do? This is the real choice that matters. What it's been leading up to is putting love into your food. Let's use this option. What a guy. After tasting his food, you try and get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second. That's the thing. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was in that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. Oh, that's me talking. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Wait, is the semester 3 days? Why? Why? He's clearly not going to give it up. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about Secret Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aw.
You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
It's just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use something great my great-grandmother taught me.
It's love, guys. It's love. I'm telling you, it's love. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you know something that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school building. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. Oh, that's me. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. How you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure this is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Be modest but thoughtful. Think about it. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors are complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Chef Breezy. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we only met today, but I'm trying to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into a massive cooking arena. Whoa there. Whoa. Step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? Why? Believe in yourself. Cook the food. Cook it. Cook it. Never gonna make it. You're not gonna blow anything except maybe kisses to the except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creation. Welcome students to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we will be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Now that's not cool, dude. Now, that's not cool. It's not cool. No, it's making my character a thought. I had no plan. And no plan being this gold digger. It's making me unacceptable. Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear.
Aww.
Sure, Chef Breezy, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students typically take notice. Some of the baby and the other guy. Oh, I was right about one. 1 out of 2. That's 50%. Still fail. Hello, new partner. Beep beep boop beep.
My two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
Looks like you'll have to take 4 her. Friend duties can be a little awkward. That's the price you'll pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask your Miriam partner? Clank. Definitely the robot. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. Alright. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him.
Did you? I hardly knew you.
Clank judders, and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. It's like a whole new level of bestiality. Please don't. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Oh, it's the dog. Cook a basic dish and I divide it up on the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. It's gonna be your grandmother's mashed potatoes. That's like, I would say octopus, but grandmother's mashed potatoes. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we can make something warm and inviting.
Comforting.
My queen. And gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders catches a cold look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. Oh. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Don't know. Thought. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My queen. My queen. I'm sorry.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does anyone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
I don't know if that would be gay, dude. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Like finger licking good. Okay, don't be so mean about it. Don't be so mean about it, dude. You don't have to watch this video if you don't want to, dude. Did someone call for me?
Yeah, I know, geez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing Chef Reese's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of her classwork. That was the deal, remember?
It's the intense music, guys. Nice chef.
Colonel Sanders returns, armed full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns attention to you and your friends. Look at this thought. Look at this thought. Disgusting. Oh, howdy there, Ashley Van Van. Are we working on a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like Chef Breezy was struggling, so we ought to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also be giving her two about fancy foods. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Huh, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken is quite spectacular. But Colonel Sanders, if you ask me, might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. It's very rude. It's very rude, you know? It's like, very rude. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like fine drumsticks. This all makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for if you don't watch out. Ashley is going at you hard. You need to ask to come back up here before things get ugly. Best friend. If somebody's threatening my friend, I will destroy them! I actually think Ashley and Van Van would just leaving you in the dust. Vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. I am your loyal friend, but Jeffrey is my partner for today's activity. Look for sprinkles and hopes that he might step in, but out of nowhere seems to be found John those two corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been clicking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the scratching meal so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. This is really intense, guys. Colonel Sanders extends his hand, he's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, rubbing your nearly finished potato dish. The result was spectacular. Granny would have been very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork. And in that moment, the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your two eyes lock. This moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Oh. Together you dig the utensils into the mashed potatoes and leave the heaping spork full up. And when you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spork full of mashed potatoes right in Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Haha. Respect women, guys. Such thoughts. There, do something, do something. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy, realizing it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there. Hold on right there, Chef Breezy. We do not waste food in the boom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, we both together be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes and gravy, pathetic. In just a few minutes, mashed potatoes full. Dip on my cooking. Very cynical of octopus and food and saltwater sauce. Takes on a battle axe for left my death. That is pretty impressive, not gonna lie. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite. You will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bit of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The result could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It's like it killed him. Bro, he died. Everyone, step back, don't take another bite. When you look at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain just for a moment, and then almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen. The whole crowd, they are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoyed student and all this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has really taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not as great as a representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it was reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him.
Colonel Sanders.
Yes, Chef Breezy.
There's something I need to tell you.
Aha!
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should all follow our dreams with all our hearts. Let our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Ugh!
Hey, no, you. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking skills, literally killed? Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I am the hero. Another 1,000 young. Those sport monsters do just like a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. Bro, is this a fight scene? Is this a fight scene? Epic style? How about you threaten me? Just out of my guard and I connect with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster seed. If you rang on purpose, we're gonna before we can discuss syntax and phrase. It's a turn-based fight game. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Game of the year. Game of the year, guys. Defense first. I only have one. So very tight, but then opening it just enough to point to the sport monster coming up the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more potential weapon. Sport monsters when they attack, they spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fat. Lots of good that defense did. Okay, now what happened? Chow down. The fire in your belly makes you stronger. Sport monsters feeling really threatened by sport monsters. Their focus is their mass mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack it again. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. With one gun. Whatever. Sport monsters and critters stop up another rumble. Sport monster uses utilitential. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Defend. Channel your energy to me, guys. Buff up. I don't control this off that much. Try to feel good. Oh no. It's a fetish. back around today. Villain, style villain, random terror shop there, here. I'm gonna send something to interview 1,000 chickens. Hot power pinch. Hot power pinch does 10 damage. Book monster is defeated. Useless. And these book monsters use into the map. Spare. You must spare. Now you discuss the button. You guys, I'm merciful. You guys, maybe get some breakfast for a follow-up counter tomorrow. I couldn't just go with you. Look at this, and I certainly will be back. Like you said, this book, monster started walking. See the monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a Necronomicon. Oh no. Don't read it. Don't read it, Colonel. Magic spells on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name has been signed out as Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding a mysterious book in your hands. Well guys, that about does it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Come back whenever I upload the next episode. And I'll see you later.